Hi there. Hi there. My name is Robert Alexander Ortiz. I'm the author of several books of poetry, some self-help book, and a couple other things that are coming out soon. Get a little closer to the mic. Oh. So, like I said, he was saying, when I was younger, I was very angry, didn't know how to channel my anger towards things, and so my English teacher saw that we had a poetry song, so I did that, and so she saw that and she told me to channel my emotions and stuff into there. And because I have a very big love for literature, I've been an avid reader. Actually, I do love reading poetry. So I decided to, later on, I've been writing off and on, and so after my divorce and then my dad's death, I decided I needed to do something I always wanted to do, and that was publish my own poetry book. So with some help from friends, fellow authors, I published my first book, which is Nice Guys Write Bad Poetry Alone, which is a play on the fact that I was always being called a nice guy. After I lost my anger and went more towards Buddhism and be able to channel my feelings better. And of course, bad poetry, because I don't really think I'm a great poet, but people still like it, so we'll see. And from there, I got a lot of positive feedback and a lot of other men who talked to me about how to channel, how to write, and my process. So that made me start thinking, and since I was already a certified life coach and took a couple of self-help courses, I decided to write my own poetry guide for poetry therapy. So it was a mixture of mental health issues, how to write poetry, and then the process of looking at yourself, turning something that was maybe traumatic or even beautiful into something that was even more beautiful, in my opinion, and help you process your emotions in a more healthy and constructive way than just being angry or shouting, because those are just short term. You have to deal with your losses and your everything like that, and just helps you just understand the world better. And I think that's part of healing, instead of just putting a Band-Aid on it. And from there, I wrote another book, this one channeling, being more towards my history or my journey of punk music, angriness, to Buddhism, and to understanding the world better. And that was called Walking the Path Between Anarchy and Zen. And from there I wrote, my lovely sister told me, because I have a bunch of poems that I just wrote for fun, dealing around with either horror movies or sci-fi or books I love. And so I just came up with a quick little book called The Spirit House, dealing with everything from, like I said, fantasy, sci-fi, horror, genres. And then I put a little section there dedicated to my mom, who gave me a couple poems, and so at the end is a little credit towards her and several of her poems. And then I did a couple fun things, because my daughter's always teasing me about me writing poetry, so I would go, "Did you know I write poetry?" So I did a quick little journal called Did you know I write poetry? And then my other joke is I'm the middle child, so the Incredible Invisible Middle Child Notebook. So those are just fun little things I did just for just doing stuff around. And of course, I forgot to grab it. My over there, I also have a new book. Just is going to final review through Amazon, and this is a wedding planner, because my daughter has been having anxiety towards getting married and everything like that. So I took a wedding planning course, And since she is more towards me, where she likes punk music and stuff like that, I decided to make it more edgy, because every single wedding planner book that we find would like be, flowery and stuff like that. Something that didn't really appeal to her. So I did one for her just for fun, and everyone liked it. So then I expanded it, and now it's almost ready. It's called the Anarchist Wedding Handbook and Planner. Now it should be available within a day or two from Amazon. So I decided, I guess I'll read a couple poems. It's been kind of hard because they're all like my little children, so I don't know which was my favorite. So I just do some random ones right now. All right, this one is from my first book, Nice Guys Write Bad Poetry Alone. This one's called Moonlight. Driving home in my car under the bright moonlight, listening to her favorite songs in mad delight. Like I'm being wrapped up in her glowing light, my mind is like a movie as I think of her as I drive in the night. Fast forwarding, skipping to the parts I like best, I keep singing, I'll give you my heart till nothing left. Tears start falling from my eyes like moondrops in the moonlight, driving longer than I need to with the moon so bright. Acting like nothing could go wrong, I could sing until break of dawn or until the moonlight is gone. And this one is called Dwelling. This one is, a lot of people give me feedback about, because it's a message in there. Dwelling. A tortured mind only dwells on things he cannot change. It traps me in my own cage of false thoughts, curled up in a ball like a baby trying to comfort myself. Food or pleasure comes to mind only in darkness. Can I escape this trap, this loop of thoughts? She was not my life, or was she my life because I made her so? Then this is my fault, not hers. The wish for wishes that can never be granted. Trapped for now, but escape will come and dwelling will stop. Maybe soon I'll be free. Maybe, just maybe. Let's see. And one of my things is I have two children, not just my daughter. So one of the things that also made me feel complete was being a dad. So I wrote this one for my kids called Fatherhood. Only a few things in life I feel were to be my destiny. Writing my thoughts into strange epiphanies. Hunting for things I didn't need. Cooking so I could watch people feed. Which strangely made me feel that once they were born, that this was my destiny that was always meant to be. I was ready to weather any storm so they could eventually be free. Like the birds in the sky. So my ultimate destiny in life, I believe, was to be the father of my two little offsprings. This is one of my older ones when I was in the military. I figured I'd just do one of those real quick. Thought I'd put a thing in here. I call this one blood and hot sauce because Tabasco was the lifesaver in the military because everything tasted bad. So just add Tabasco and it tastes like Tabasco. So this one's called Blood and Hot Sauce. Sitting in my cramped foxhole, I feel a crack in my soul. I am feeling so tired, but they made my brain always to be wired. There's a permanent smell of blood in the air. My stomach rumbles despite the overwhelming despair. My food enters my mouth, but has lost its taste and it's bland. This is nowhere near what I planned. But Emery's with its bliss Tabasco, it keeps my heart from crying in this fiasco. Now I'm sitting in my cramped apartment with an endless stare, with nothing but a smell of blood and hot sauce in the air. And I think I'll end it with my last poem I wrote on here, which was called Zen, which is a culmination of my Buddhism. Traveling the world of endless questions, letting go of my ego and expectations, having a real plan or destinations, ignoring or accepting everyone's suggestions, or realizing this is what I consider perfection. It's not living in other delusions or studying life like a scholarly confusion. Accepting life, many hurts and transitions, I try to walk an endless path of Buddhism, so my anarchist heart may walk the path to find my spiritual Zen. That's it. Thank you so much.